When things change, when we're living in uncertain times, it's hard to get oriented to a new reality, especially when it is changing so quickly. And where I'm speaking from right now is just in the midst of the coronavirus pandemic, a lot of quarantine and school closings, and it really feels like the world has come to a stop. And there is a feeling like things will never be the same. And as a human being, there's a lot to unpack in that. And there's a lot of real time impacts to our physical, financial, emotional, spiritual well being. And I am speaking from a place of really processing, trying to hold space for this new reality. It's impacting me in particular, being home with young children, trying to maintain my own sense of groundedness and also to hopefully buffer my young children from what is happening in this world so that they stay feeling safe and held and balanced. So I've been searching my toolbox, and one of the things that just has been so helpful that I want to offer is a single prompt. And I'm asking myself this question multiple times a day to help me stay in a position of just feeling stable and optimistic and grounded and pragmatic. And the question is, how have I intuitively been preparing for this moment my whole life? So it is a time of uncertainty, and this would apply to any time of shift, transformation, uncertainty. How have I intuitively been preparing for this moment my whole life? It's another way of tapping into your resilience, your strength, your skills, your wisdom. And as I've been sitting with this question and writing in response to what's been coming up from within, I want to share one fascinating image that came to me. So I grew up in Southern California until I was 10 years old in a gorgeous place, Santa Barbara, and I spent so much time in the ocean. And I was reflecting on how that actually has prepared me for this moment. So when I'm in the ocean, my memories of being in the ocean, I was so small. I was 7, 8 years old, and there I was in the Pacific Ocean. I look back and I see how small I was, how insignificant in comparison to the vastness of the Pacific Ocean. And in that place, there was really no control I had over the situation. The ocean was so much bigger than me and is so much bigger than me, bigger than you. And yet, when I was in the water, I was able to be with that vastness without losing my sense of self. And I also learned to read the waves. I learned also how to always come up for air and reach for the sun, even when I would be knocked down by a wave. And I was knocked down. I was boogie boarding and jumping in the waves. And it was a huge amount of energy and power that I was working with when I was in the ocean, and learning how to be with so much energy and yet to take care of myself, to read the ocean, reading the sets of waves coming in, watching as those waves were coming and knowing when it was going to crest, and then I would respond to that. And it was a practicing. I learned with so many waves how to be with that motion and how to be with that power. So there are many examples that are coming up, but that one has felt really beautiful, and I wanted to share it because I am certain that in your own life and in your own experiences, there are things that you have moved with, learned from, that are equipping you to stay in yourself in the context of a rapidly shifting global reality. So this is by no means to say that, we have all the answers. We don't, but there are powerful strengths that you have within you that you can draw on. So again, the question that I offer that I'm working with personally, but I find it to be so helpful. How have you intuitively been preparing for this moment your whole life? And then what can you draw from that to help you stay centered in yourself, so that you can navigate this time with as much compassion, self-love, grace, and resilience as possible. So my name is Leah Kent. I'm a writer, a circle facilitator, and a brand consultant. And really my work, though, is to help people bring their voice into the world and to find community that is deeply nurturing and validating. And now more than ever, that feels like a good place to be working in community, in connection, in solidarity with one another. If you would like to learn more about the work that I do, you can always visit leahcherrykent.com. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for navigating this time and for bringing your voice and your gifts to the world.